Welcome to Gooner Reports, your go-to YouTube channel for daily Arsenal news, match analysis, transfer updates, and fan discussions. Whether it's breaking news from the Emirates, tactical breakdowns, or post-match reactions, we've got you covered. Arsenal are reportedly leading the race to sign teenage midfield talent Ayoub Bouadi. Fresh reports suggest the Gunners are currently at the front of the queue as they monitor his development ahead of a possible move. Club scouts see Bouadi as a long-term investment, not a short-term gamble. This is exactly the type of profile Arsenal have focused on in recent seasons. Young, technically gifted, and capable of growing inside Mikel Arteta's system. From a fan point of view, this shows smart planning. Arsenal are not just thinking about winning now, but also about building a team that stays competitive for years. January transfer window. The January transfer window is now officially open. Arsenal finished last year in style with a dominant 4-1 victory over Aston Villa, extending their lead at the top of the Premier League to 5 points. Manchester City still have a game to play, but Arsenal remain focused on themselves and the momentum they have built. Off the pitch, transfer rumours are starting to heat up. Antoine Semenyo. Update: one player linked with Arsenal is Antoine Semenyo. Both Arsenal and Manchester City admire the forward, but current reports suggest Arsenal prefer a summer move rather than rushing into a January deal. This decision reflects patience from the club. No panic buying, just calm planning. Gooner transfer push. One of the most exciting names linked to Arsenal is Arda Güler. Reports from Spain claim Arsenal are prepared to step up their interest in the Real Madrid midfielder this January. Güler has struggled for consistent minutes, despite being highly rated. Real Madrid manager Xabi Alonso has even compared him to Mesut Ozil, which will excite Arsenal fans. Arsenal believe they can offer Güler regular football and a clear role in a possession-based system. The reported fee could be close to £70 million, with Manchester United also monitoring the situation. Rodrigo transfer battle. Arsenal are also reportedly in a three-way battle with Manchester City and Liverpool for Real Madrid forward Rodrigo. The Brazilian was linked with Arsenal last summer but chose to stay in Spain. However, after limited starts this season, reports suggest he is already preparing for a move. Whether that happens in January or next summer remains to be seen, but this would be a huge statement signing. Arteta on squad rotation. Mikel Arteta has been speaking about squad roles during this busy period. He explained that players must always be ready, whether they start matches, come off the bench, or step in unexpectedly. Arteta praised the mentality of his squad and highlighted how important commitment and preparation are during a title race. Leon Goretzka links. Arsenal have also held early talks with the representatives of Bayern Munich midfielder Leon Goretzka. The German international has seen his role reduced, and while Arsenal are interested, Tottenham are currently seen as the favourites. This raises an important fan debate. Should Arsenal bring in experience now, or continue focusing on youth? Arsenal transfer budget. According to football finance expert Kieran Maguire, Arsenal could spend over £100 million in January if the right players are available. The biggest challenge is finding players who fit both the sporting project and competition rules. Defensive target. Arsenal are also monitoring Eintracht Frankfurt left-back Nathaniel Brown. The 22-year-old has impressed this season with goals and assists from defence. Frankfurt are said to value him at around £57 million. So, Arsenal fans, the January window is officially underway. Young talents, elite stars, and major transfer decisions are all on the table. What should Arsenal prioritise this month? Future planning or immediate impact? Let me know your opinion in the comments. The Gunners enter the second half of the season in a position of real strength, sitting top of both the Premier League and Champions League tables, and firmly established as one of Europe's most complete sides. With silverware on the line across 4 competitions, Arsenal have the luxury of stability, but also the responsibility to react, if circumstances demand it. Arteta has made clear that complacency will not be allowed to creep in. We're Arsenal, and we have to be looking at it like, okay, what do we need, he said. We have to be actively looking, and then can we do it or not, that's a different story. Our job is to always be very prepared because something can happen. That comment alone has sparked speculation about possible January reinforcements, particularly after a season disrupted by injuries in defence and attack. Yet behind the scenes, there is a growing sense that this could be a relatively quiet window at the Emirates by design, not indecision. When fully fit, Arsenal's squad is widely regarded as one of the strongest in the league, if not Europe. The return of key figures such as Gabriel Magalhaes and Kai Havertz has significantly eased the strain, restoring balance at both ends of the pitch. Gabriel's immediate impact, including a crucial goal on his return, underlined just how important availability, not recruitment, may be to Arsenal's title charge. Financial reality also plays a role. Arsenal's heavy investment in recent windows has tightened their room for manoeuvre under UEFA's squad cost regulations, and with changes to financial rules expected in the summer, the club is keen to preserve flexibility. Any January business is likely to be opportunistic rather than aggressive, the right player at the right price rather than a reactive gamble. A versatile defender remains the most plausible area of reinforcement should Arsenal act. Arteta has repeatedly stressed the importance of depth across the backline, particularly with the physical demands of competing on multiple fronts. A short-term solution or loan is not being ruled out, but there is no appetite to disrupt squad harmony unless it represents a clear upgrade. Outgoings, meanwhile, are expected to be minimal. Arsenal are competing on too many fronts to weaken themselves mid-season, and Arteta has shown little interest in trimming numbers, while injuries remain a constant threat. The notable exception could be in the academy bracket. Ethan Nwaneri's situation is one to watch. The highly rated teenager continues to develop, but regular minutes have been limited. A Premier League loan, if it guarantees meaningful game time, could be sanctioned, though Arsenal are wary of losing depth in a season where rotation has already been stretched. Miles Lewis-Skelly, by contrast, is expected to remain part of the first-team picture. The broader picture is one of control rather than urgency. Arsenal do not need rescuing. They do not need reinvention. They need continuity, fitness, and marginal gains. Internally, the belief is that the squad Arteta has assembled is capable of going the distance if managed correctly. That does not mean January will pass without conversations, scouting updates, or contingency planning, far from it. Andrea Berta and the recruitment team are actively monitoring the market, aware that one injury or one unexpected opportunity could change everything. But unless that moment arrives, Arsenal's most important business this month may be resisting the temptation to do business at all. For a club chasing its first Premier League title since 2004, discipline, not drama, could prove to be their greatest January signing.